Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another EU4 Let's Play episode as Prussia. Now, this time, this might be a bit of a slow one, because what we're going to be doing is massive reorganization of the economy. So what we're going to be doing here is simple, alright? We go to production interface, we go to estates, and now we decide where do we give stuff. So now, we go to the trade map mode. We go on Lübeck, and it's of course it's not the map mode I want. Okay, so we go to trade goods. We see that Lübeck is producing naval stuff. All of this is sadly we don't have any gold yet, but in Lübeck, since it's it has a coastal center of trade, right? Sadly, it doesn't show up here because you see it's like right behind it. But Lübeck does have a coastal center of trade. So what we should do here is give it to good old burgers. So there we go. Now the burgers have it. Now the next thing we want to give away is, because the burgers have 9%. But let's look at the estates. To get the biggest bonus, so to speak, is, well, we would need to make them happy, and right now making them happy isn't gonna happen. What we could do, however, is bring this up to 30 development, and that would definitely make them happy, I think. So there we go. This should make them slightly happier. Protestant is improving this. Yeah, because having a development of 30 should help them slightly. Now, we are over here, but what's the next thing gonna happen? So they each of them want like 10% or something, you know, but if we do, however, decrease, revoke something from the clergy, they would still be alright with us if we revoke this one too. Is there unrest? There is some, but I do not want them to have this. They will still be loyal to us. Oh, of course, they want some provinces. They only have 8%. Alright then. Clergy. Gonna give you something that's not great. So what we'll give you is probably this one. There we go. Okay, they barely have enough. So now they should be just about happy. Now, we do want to keep the burgers happy, but keeping them very happy is not something that's going to happen. I mean, we could grant monopoly charters, but it's going to take us like 20 years. So keeping it above 60 loyalty is going to be insanely hard, right? But we could, however, look and see if we have more centers of trade. So Stettin belongs to one. So we could take this away from the clergy and give it away to the burgers. Now, the burgers have more land, which is good for them. Now, the same thing could be in Danzig, because this is the Baltic. So what we could do is give it away to the burgers here too. Now this brings us to 63%, which is great. So the loyalty is really, really good. Now, but the next thing that we should, however, do is... Wait, what? Why can we... Oh, missionaries already working in Bremen. Well, that's kind of expected, I guess. Wait, Bremen? We didn't core it yet? Oh, yeah, we did not core it quite yet. But looks like clergy, again, wants more land. So the clergy, we can just give it more useless stuff. It's going to give us the 9.7% only. 7%. Don't need to give them an insanely good province, so we just need to find something that's, you know, kind of goodish. Yeah, give Bamberg whatever. Or is Bamberg important? No, it's not. So give this to the clergy, and now they should not hate us. Now for the rest of them, the clergy, make a donation. Wouldn't bring us to the amount that we would need, so there's that. Now, this would be good, but we have to wait a while. But we could also, it's once every 10 years, so we could keep doing this. Of course, because we have tons of money. We could do this as well, but we don't want to drop the nobility much lower. The next thing we want to do here is, of course, we want to wait. And the religious league here, looks like the Ottomans are not doing too good at all. Oh, really? We lost our general? Oh, how sad can that be? Now, if we look at our idea group, quality, innovative, those are all quite good. And we are, of course, boosting our admin tech because we need it to be much, much higher. And of course, what we can do right now is we can continue boosting our development in important territories such as this one. But still, we don't want to spend too much. But if we look at the terrain map mode, however, Greifswald is under the nobility, which means military power increases here. Would be wonderful. However, we have this problem. Well, this would be great because administrative efficiency, extra number of states. If you look at our states, we can get 26. And we have, of course, yeah, all of this stuff. Some states are costing us quite a bit of money, but now Greifswald, we do indeed want to keep buffing it, and we do want extra Diplotech because it's behind. But I suppose we can beef up the admin tech just slightly here. Not here, because we are going to need admin tech as well. However, Danzig is a great one, so if we look to improve stuff here, there we go. We just spent a few points here, getting it to 25. Airland, farmlands is just amazing. It's like the best thing you could hope for. Now this is 20. Now the other provinces, there's still more to do. But of course, our income is becoming super nice. If we look at the institutions, however, colonialism, printing press is embraced. But wait, does this actually happen? Global trade already happens. Looks like it. And so we need to beef up a province for it to have the right amount or something. Alright, Lübeck almost has it, so we need to beef up Lübeck slightly then, yeah. Spend a bit of admin power, even though it's not great. Then we look at the institutions. 1604, okay, mill power, there we go. It's now present in Lübeck. So what's going to end up happening right now is that printing press will start, not printing press, but global trade will start being embraced everywhere. It's gonna start going across here. Manufactories will be good and enlightenment will be even better. But of course now we certainly want to just wait. Improving relations with France, well, of course we want to keep doing that. Now if we look at our coalitions map mode, not this one, this one. Some people hate us, but we have the better relations guy. We have +3/+3 advisors everywhere. We're still making a gigantic amount of money, really, which is of course really good. Now there's this estuary here, which we don't have. Well, actually we do have, but we can't give it to an estate yet. Of course, if we go to estates here, we see all the different development and how much influence it would give them. Or land control. I think it's land control instead. Not influence. I think. I'm not actually precisely sure, which is why I suppose I should check this. Okay, 3.2%. Yeah, it's the percentage of land. Or is it? No, it's not. It's the influence. Okay, so there's that. Now, of course, Saxony is allied in war, but we, of course, want to get everything that would allow us to form German nation. So we need admin tech at least 20. And we need Hamburg. Anhalt. Is Anhalt a thing? No, it's not a thing. So we need Hamburg. You know what? Hamburg is a great one because it's a center of trade. So we kind of really should go for that one next, right? But of course, we have a truce. Well, they're a free city in the empire, so Austria would kind of declare on us. But that's fine, it doesn't really matter, because we still want that. Now, Stad. Everything here in the Lübeck trade node should really go to us. Of course, we also want to build a spy network here. Claim here will expire at some point, but we really want Hamburg right now. There's no question about it. We also want to expand eastwards. I don't have as much tech here, but that's alright. And our church power, yeah, organized through bishops is great. Holy sacraments. Look at the other church powers that we could get. Saints accept prayers is alright. Stability cost. I mean, we have so much stuff that it doesn't really matter. And at this point, the amount of money that we make is unbelievable. So, this is another thing we could do. We do, of course, want to build even more stuff here. So, plantations. I mean, everything that increases money is always worth it, right? Like building one here. And probably building some stuff. Everywhere, actually, because why not? Build as many manufactories as we can, because they always will just give us massive boosts. Now, of course, one problem we will definitely have is in this trade node, which is where we actually hold 31%. So what we need is, well, okay, so we're moving some trade value here, which is good, of course, but we definitely need to keep steering it across here, because we don't actually hold that much power here, but we hold some power here. So in fact, if I were to own all of this, this entire trade node here, if I were to own it, then I could just simply give it to mines. Actually, would it go to mines? No, Rhineland. Oh yeah, this is Rhineland, that's how it's called. If I were to give it from Saxony to Rhineland and then to Lübeck, it would be far better than, say, giving it directly from Saxony to Lübeck. Of course, it would mean that I'd have to own this entire trade node here, or have like most of the trade power, which is going to be rough. So getting this first is going to be much better, unless I can somehow gain extra trade power here, which again is going to be difficult. But yeah, I need to get this trade node first. And then, and only then, okay, he's applying quite a bit of power this way, Sweden. They actually hold more power than me, which is pretty insane, considering I actually hold territories here, but hey, whatever floats their boat, I guess. Of course, manufactories are just insanely good, because they boost everything, really. The goods produced, and they provide a flat mod, yeah. So like, essentially, they give you the money twice. So they give you production, they give you also stuff for trade value. So that's why I like them. Now the workshop, I definitely want to build it in provinces where it like double dips. So building it somewhere like in Lübeck is the best place to put them in. Of course, we probably should have another place like Danzig or something, you know. But there's another good place right here, and then there's gonna be a great one here. Looks like in Glogau. Why not, right? Because it probably has, yeah, lots of dip. So the income is going to go super high. I would lose some army tradition and loyalty, which is not something that we ever want to do. So unfortunately, we have to go along with that. Now, the Dutch are still annoying me, but hey. Compensate the traders. That would be losing a huge amount of stuff. So probably I just have to take a loan. Just take the loan and compensate the traders, because more influence and more loyalty. So there we go. Because I really, really want to give them more stuff. And then I could ask them for contribution, which would still keep them above 60, right? So, actually, I didn't need to take that loan, you know? So I could have done it in one go. Anyway, there we go. Now I can do the cold diet thing, which would increase their loyalty by a lot. The next thing I want to do, of course, is repay the loan. We really didn't need to do that, but whatever. Now, income-wise, okay, we have plenty of corruption, which we're going to fix. But really, spending all that much on corruption is quite a lot, but still, we're doing quite well here. Overextension is hurting us, but it's still rough. Now, hopefully this war will end, because the Dutch are just the Dutch. But if we look at the army of these guys, yeah, it's it's massive, but really I hold a lot of the armies here, so yeah, I'm not gonna raise my maintenance because it's just gonna cost me tons and tons of stuff. So really, I'm just gonna stay put here, and honestly, I don't need all this cav. Why am I having like 5 cav per thing here? So I'm gonna get rid of some cav, but to do that first, I'm gonna start consolidating regiments first. So now, I'm going to take not the artillery, not this. Take this cav unit out, and I'm gonna disband it. And I'm gonna do a similar thing here. Take this one out, and there we go. So now just we have 4 cav per. And if we are to look at the combat width, it's 15, so we're kind of getting to that point where we have enough cannons. But not quite. Now there's a plague, so we kind of have to do something, right? Yeah. We don't have that much money, so honestly, we might as well just do this. Because I really don't want another loan. I hate loans so freaking much. I despise loans. But yeah, we're still waiting for our stuff to trickle down. We're the 3rd great power in the world, with a bunch of development. I would want to develop Berlin, but it is a terrible province to develop. If we look at institutions here, this is 6.5 something. Let's test it out if we spend here. Okay, so it does give us a good amount here. So I could just try and pop it in Greifswald if I beef up this territory. Because we're gonna get a lot, and this is still plus 45% anyway, because like 5 years. So if I beef it up here, it's not gonna be so bad, right? Okay, so we gain 1 stability or 50 prestige. We're at +2, so being at... Oh, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, having more stability is always a great thing. Now, there is something that we need to do, though, and since we have all these rivals, I do want to go for the humiliation on somebody. Now again, Portugal, defender of the Catholic faith, allied with Anhalt and Bohemia. So now if we look at Anhalt and Bohemia over here, if we look at the totals, Korea has a lot. But it doesn't look like... Okay, so we'd be fighting who again? Portugal as well. Anhalt and Bohemia. Well, Anhalt is a province that we really, really would want. Really? Ally with Ottomans? Are you kidding me now? Let's build a spy network there, because we might as well. I don't know how many troops the Poles have, but I don't see them up here. In fact, I'm up here. But the Poles... Lithuania has a lot. But still, they do not have, the idea-wise, they have offensive, so they have something, and these guys have quantity. Which is why they have so many troops, I would imagine. But still, in terms of actual quality, well, honestly, we have more ideas by far. 28, yeah, not by far, but we do have more. So we are much more advanced than basically everyone, so to speak. Now, we do want to core this because it's giving us really bad stuff. Oh, and of course, it's being sieged, which is why it cannot be cored. Well, that is a shame. Now, what we do want, of course, is to take away the artillery. We're going to give it to this stack. Right, so then we're gonna go and fill the combat with very, very soon. Oh, army maintenance is maxed and it's already not costing us so much. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Now I need to make my... Oh, he has really nice fire stats. See, they really stopped it at that percentage? Like, you must be kidding me. 1605, okay. I really want to kill their stacks, but I want more morale, of course, and I don't have everyone currently in play yet here. So it looks like they just went back. They decided against just annoying me, so that's a good move. I can respect that. Now, in terms of all the forts that we have 8 out of 8. Now, having 8 forts may not be the smartest idea, because that's just a ton of forts. But if we are to beef up our forts here, like, let's see, we have a level 2 fort here and level 4 fort here. This level 2 fort here may not be necessary, so I'm just gonna destroy that level 2 fort there, because we have this fort here that's just going to do everything that we need. Now, we have converted this, but we don't have the admin points, which is a shame. And of course, now they're trying to siege this province, because why wouldn't they? Right, then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna increase the army maintenance once more. And we're gonna get in position here in Braunschweig to... Okay, we have our truce. Some of our truces have expired, which is obviously fine. Now we can humiliate Austria for some points, but look at those alliances, like massive alliances that Austria has. What is this? That's huge. Anyway, we're just getting ready here because we're gonna have a ton. And when I say a ton, I mean a ton of units ready here. Okay, so am I gonna actually fight them here? Looks like no. Alright, I need to find whoever is there, you know. Okay, I guess I need to siege, like, Helre. Probably. But anyway, that's enough for now. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on social media. And I'll see you next time.